Kazushi, by the way, still nothing. No updates. There really is gonna be a summer release, man, and that's gonna suck. Also, the audio sucked in the previous part. Don't know what happened there. Hopefully, it's not the case here as well, because, man, the audio was like... It was like the volume levels were all over the place, which is why I'm not talking so loudly, just in case. I couldn't fall asleep because of this afternoon, so I decided to go for a walk. I still see her panties every time I close my eyes. What? Whose? I May? Oh yeah, May, of course, I forgot. Also, just like I didn't comment on that time, but May has one flat ass, doesn't she? I made eye contact with her too. Why did Sensei stay quiet after she noticed us? Maybe because she knew that the vines would get at them. I don't know.
Haruma-kun.
Oh. Yes. Holy shit. Hey, Sensei. I couldn't help but shout, and my voice echoed in the night sky. Her timing was perfect.
そんなに人の名前を大きな声で言うものじゃないわよ。もう夜遅いんだから。何事かってみんなびっくりするでしょ?
Sorry. Hey, since he was acting the same as usual, her tone was calm and gentle. I'm surprised you can talk like this to the guy who snuck in and peeped on her while changing this afternoon. Oh yeah, I haven't apologized for that. Maybe that's why I don't feel right about it.
こんな時間にどうしたの? 散歩?
Yes.
そう。じゃあ暇よね。ちょっと付き合ってもらおうかな。
Let me go for that again.
こんな時間にどうしたの? 散歩?
Sanpo? It just makes me... I can't remember what it was called. It was on that episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000. They're just like, oh, we gotta have the Sanpo, and they kept taking the piss out of it. Because, like, it was like some kind of... I think maybe an Eastern European kind of, something like that. It was definitely European. Kind of folktale kind of film. And, or maybe it was Russian even. I don't know. It was like, probably Eastern European, I'd imagine. But anyway, just like turning like into gold, something into gold, or just making gold appear. And it was called Sampo or some shit. I can't remember what it was called. But it sounds like she's saying that. Oh, wait, let me just...
こんな時間にどうしたの? 散歩?
Sanpo. It wouldn't be Sampo because there's no M. Now? I wonder what she needs me for. Slurp. The sound of her slurping up noodles and the delicious smell of pork sauce filled the garden.
どうしてこの時間に食べるラーメンってこんなに美味しいのかしら?
Sensei carried her ramen bowl in happiness. We looked quite the odd couple. We fixed it, but we fixed it the cafeteria and brought it out here. Fixed it the cafeteria. There's so many, like, grammatical errors here now, isn't it?
Haruma-kun, 食べてる?
I mean, not, like, a shit ton, but there are a few. But to be fair, you get, like, loads of, like, books and stuff where you'll spot an occasional error. It's like, they didn't, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, that thing you do where you, like, go through, like the writing to test everything's in order. I did that yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday at the college. It's like, okay, I've got my project done, right? So I was going through it, and I was like, okay. I was like, how did I overlook that obvious typo there? It's like, oh, proofreading, that's what it's called. It's like, no, gotta proofread. I do that every time with my video descriptions, because they tend to be lengthy. And one thing that bugs me is, like, what was it? My random Vocaloid clip, episode 4, series 2 that I uploaded a while back. And I didn't realize at the time that I'd like spelled infiltration wrong. And I was like, well, can't do anything about that now, it's in the video itself. It's like, didn't proofread that enough? Yes, I am.
美味しいでしょう。ちゃんと食べてね。
Yes. Why am I eating ramen with Sensei at this hour? What's she trying to do?
はるまくんは何か悩みがあるんじゃない？
Bothering me?
それでストレスが溜まったりしてるんじゃない？悩みがあるなら先生相談に乗るわよ。
Why is she asking me all this all of a sudden?
思春期の男の子だものね。いろんな悩みがあって当然だと思うの。その鬱憤がはるまくんたちを性犯罪に走らせるのね。
Sexual crimes? You're supposed to have a question mark at the end of that. She's talking about our peeping this afternoon. I can't argue it being a crime, but Sensei, I think you're reading too deeply.
私、男子を受け持ったことがないから、本当のこと言うとよくわからないのよね。ずっと。でも、頑張ってみんなのこと理解できるように努力するから、遠慮なくいろいろ打ち明けてほしいの。
What should I say? The first thing Sensei is misunderstanding is, you don't need to think about it too hard. What we did this afternoon, well, I'm truly sorry. I bowed my head low in apology whenever she makes that face, man. Especially with the hands. But we weren't peeping on you to let off steamboat because something was bothering us. We were just interested in your naked body. You know, it really does go back to a few parts ago, isn't it? Kazushi, you are way too honest. Why am I confessing such embarrassing details? If I don't make it clear, she'll continue to misunderstand. I mean, I can be fairly honest to such an extent as well, but my god, you are real bold to confess something like that to her. You're just like, oh yeah, we were peeping on you because, well, we wanted to see you naked. Yeah. That's a bit too honest, man.
私の裸？ああ、そういうこと。
Then she just strips off and is like, well, here you go. Well, actually, I can't remember what happens in this scene. I wouldn't be 100% surprised. I'd be maybe 60% surprised if that happens. Sensei nodded in understanding.
はるまくんたちくらいの年頃の男の子なら、性的なことに一番興味がある頃だものね。
To be perfectly clear, that's it. I'm truly sorry. I felt extremely embarrassed to have her put it so calmly. I bowed my head to her once again.
もういいのよ。頭を上げて。
I mean, look at her breasts, man. They're like giant balls. It's like if you took like a ball that you play in pool and like increased them almost to the size of a bowling ball. Or maybe they are bowling ball size, but Jesus Christ. Sensei spoke to me with a gentle voice. When I raised my head, so I was greeted with a gentle smile.
偉いわね、はるまくんは。ちゃんと過ちを認めて素直に謝れるって簡単そうでいて難しいことよね。
She's got a point about that. A lot of people, when it comes to admitting mistakes and apologizing, can be like really bad with it. Where they'll like go full on politician mode, where they'll jump around it. It's like, no, the reasoning is this and that. It's just like, it wasn't me. It wasn't. I had nothing to do with it. There was no mistakes. I never make mistakes. It was all your fault, kind of thing. I'm not very good at all, but Sensei, aren't you mad at us?
変なこと聞くのね。もちろん怒ってるわよ。
She doesn't sound angry. That's what she said, but she didn't look it. She continues to wear her gentle smile.
でも、はるまくんたちがどうしてあんなことをしたのか、何よりそれが知りたかったの。きっと何か理由があるはずだものね。
I'm sorry there wasn't a better reason.
悩みがないならそれに越したことないもの。でも、もうあんなことしちゃダメよ。年頃の男の子だから興味があるの仕方ないけど。
I won't. I really do feel bad about it. I bowed my head to her once again, and I felt Sensei's soft hand reach over and rub it.
反省してるならもういいのよ。大事なのは同じ過ちを繰り返さないことね。
She took her hand off of my head. I kind of wish she hadn't. It's the reverse role there. The protagonist is the one getting their head petted by someone. That's it. No punishment.
終わり。ほら、ラーメン伸びちゃったんじゃない？早く食べましょう。
Then she kicks him in the balls, just like, just kidding. We were forgiven so easily. Gamba-sensei would have given us a few good blows each. I was almost let down by how easily we got off.
ちょっと伸びちゃったけど、美味しいわね。
I couldn't take my eyes off her face. Well, that's a change of pace for you, isn't it? Well, the protagonist isn't as... Well, if it was Appo. I mean, thank fuck Appo's not here. Because, one, I can't stand his ugly face, and two, he'd just be ogling the boobs the whole time. Hey, since it really was like a kind of older sister, no wonder she was well liked by both the guys and the girls. She really was an ideal woman. But something was missing. I wanted to see Mei-sensei acting more angry, or shy, or something else. Maybe I'm just being picky.
どうしたの？食べないの？
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'll eat them now. I bet these are the kinds of expressions Mei-sensei only shows to someone special to her. To someone special. I wonder what kind of a man a mature woman like Mei-sensei likes.
ごちそうさま。
She looked up at the sky with satisfaction after finishing her ramen. The night sky was filled with a blanket of stars and a waning moon. You know what bugs me? Is just like, when it comes to stars, right? You're just like, oh, you can't really see stars in the city because of all the lights. Well, I don't live in the city, and even then I can't bloody see stars at night. You know why? Because here in the UK, it's always freaking cloudy. Just like you can't freaking see shit. We could never see this in the city. You couldn't even see in the countryside if you were in the UK because of freaking clouds half the time.
今夜は月が綺麗ね。
Well, you can see the moon every time, but freaking stars? It's like every time, like I'd look up and just be like, well, sometimes the stars are visible, but you know, half the time it feels like they're never visible. So you can even see the moon in the day, really, because it doesn't actually go away, does it? It's so surreal when you can see both the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. But when it comes to stars, you just like look up the sky at night, it's like, is that a star or just a freaking passing plane? Can never tell, because like well, I've seen the sky look kind of like this before, but you know, it's usually just cloudy. And I remember this one time a few years ago where the moon, I think, like I can't remember what it was called, like for the event of the moon looking the way it did, but the moon looked incredibly close. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, it's kind of a bit bigger. I'm talking like it looks like you could literally walk up onto the moon. It was freaking huge in the sky. It was very low in the sky as well. I was taking the dog for a walk and I was like, what the fuck is with the moon? It was weird. Just by chance happened to stumble upon that. I didn't hear of no events for the moon looking like that. I would have taken a picture, but you know, my phone camera is pretty shit at night, and it doesn't even have a zoom, so it would have just looked crap anyway. And that was years ago, but man, it was quite a sight. To me, Mei-sensei was far more beautiful than the moon and all the stars in the sky combined. You know, it's incredible when you really think about it, isn't it? But all those stars are much like the sun, really. They're freaking stars. They're big stars, small stars, you know. Ridiculous. There's billions, trillions even. And we live in a small little solar system within a galaxy. And the galaxy has many systems. It's ridiculous. And we've barely even scratched the surface of what we know about the great universe. I mean, we can't even see the entire universe, probably. So it's probably even bigger than we could possibly imagine. Incredible stuff. Morning class has ended and it was time for lunch. Of course, she's not a morning person, and neither am I. I woke up in the morning, and I fell asleep. Then I woke up in the afternoon, and I fell asleep again. Today's just been a very sleepy day, to be honest. It's like the past few days, it's been like, sunny, clear skies, but today, just grey, and it makes you sleepy. Another son sits next to me, but we still haven't really had a chance to talk. I think it's because she's avoiding me. Another son left her seat without a word. She does that every time class ends, immediately going somewhere else. That's why I've never had a proper conversation with her. Hey, another son.
Nani?
She didn't expect me to talk to her and seemed a little surprised.
何かよ。
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you.
話って何?
Well, just chat.
もしかして何か思い出した?
Remember something? What do you mean? Another son stared at me for a few seconds and then averted her eyes in relief. What's that look for?
なんでも。悪いけど私行くとこあるから。じゃあね。
Why doesn't she just realize that he's completely forgotten the entire event and that she, like, if she's worried that he'll eventually remember that, she probably doesn't have anything to worry about. Then again, I've never played her out, so maybe he remembers it at some point during that. I hear her route is one of the more emotionally impactful routes, but I've never gone through that one. You know what else I like about these background characters here is they're not just bland generic background characters. Well, they are, but when you see them sitting at the desks, they're there essentially. Like this girl stands out to me because she's got that hairstyle and she would be sitting somewhere around here. It's like they're all in this class, so when it comes down to class, they actually sit down. And you know what? What the hell is with this blackboard here? Or green board, whatever you call it. And why is there, this shaped like a window here? What's going on here? What's with all this fancy design? It looks more like something you'd see on a fancy mirror. And after that, even those look like fancy mirrors. But they're blackboards. They can't be evil blackboards because they're too fancy. Am I not fancy enough for you, bitch? Can't do that voice too much, otherwise it'll make my throat go. After that, she dashed off. I was fascinated by the animal-like nimbleness and supple movements of her body. Really? Amazing. It's like her legs are made of springs. I wonder if she's an athlete. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm pretty sure she's a bit like Emmy from kind of what Shoujo in a way. And maybe has a similar kind of tragic kind of feel to her route in the same kind of way. But I have no idea because I haven't played her out, but she does seem athletic.
何見とれてんの? Mizukiちゃんが気になるのか?
Pierre piped in with a chiding tone and a broad grin. Hey, Pierre. No! He's there! Appo and Daigo were with him. They were all smiling, which means they must have caught me staring at Mizuki. That's a true thing that happened to me yesterday. I had a kind of apple tango today as well. But I had a kind of apple tango yesterday as well. And I randomly thought, it was like, either saying it out loud to myself or in my mind, like, Appo. And I was like, wait, Appo? Ugh! And his face repulsed me, and it's like, ah. Just like any time, man. Just there. Appo and Daigo were with him. They were all smiling, which means they must have caught me staring at Mizuki.
ひなたとうまくいってないのか
Well, I don't quite think that's it. I feel like she's being a little awkward or trying to keep her distance.
嫌われてるんじゃねまあ生理的に嫌いとかさ愛想ってのがあるし嫌われることもあるって
Physically, it's bad though when you need to sit next to each other in class every day.
そのうち席替えがあるって。俺はメイちゃんの真ん前に行くからな。
メイちゃんの前は俺だけどな
Your face, Appo. Seriously.
二人並んで座ればいいだろう
Seat changes. I hope to get along with Mizuki before that happens.
落ち込んでてもしょうがないから飯食いに行こうぜ食堂なら女子がたっぷりいるし
旧姓のお姉様とかさ、ハンカチ落とすと思うから拾って追っかけるんだぜ。
それはハンカチ落としじゃ
さあ行こうぜ
I bumped into someone as soon as I stepped out of the classroom. You know, it's always weird with anime characters, isn't it? It's just like, you barely even have a nose. It's the least detailed part of your face. All the detail goes into the eyes, and occasionally the mouth, but mostly the eyes and the hair, of course. The nose is more or less just a dot half time. Except when they're like doing male characters, but even then they sometimes won't put much detail into it. But if it's a foreign character, they definitely will make it distinct. Because they're just like trying to make it just like, okay, we got distinct that this character is foreign, so we've got to detail the nose because the eyes and all that tend to look more or less the same. Although sometimes they are more detailed, but they're usually just like that, aren't they? It's like just a line and a bit of shade. She must have hit her nose on my chest. She had tears in her eyes. Sorry, your nose isn't bleeding, is it?
Kazushi君か。鼻血は大丈夫と思うけど。
She rubbed her nose, but there wasn't any blood.
はるかちゃんはまた懲りずにうちのクラスに来たの
よっぽどこのクラスが好きなんだな。誰かお目当ての男でもいるの？
お目当てといえばそうなのかな。
They were joking, but her answer was a surprise. Haruka's interested in some guy in our class? Is there any other guy other than the 4 idiots in that class? Because if they can narrow it down to that, I can imagine Pierre, Appo, and maybe even Daigo would have a field day with that. It's like, it's gotta be one of us, it's me, isn't it? It's like, no, it's the protagonist. Clearly.
あーやっぱりね男に免疫のない全寮制の女子校の女子たちじゃ俺のフェロモンの前にはひとたまりもないとは思っていた
Appo, see that window? Well, he survived falling from the 3rd floor, so that wouldn't make a difference, so never mind.
アッポーじゃないって100万かけてもいい
Yeah, I agree with you, Daigo.
なんだとが受けて立てない自分が不甲斐ない
でもまだよくわかんないの。私それを確かめなくちゃいけないから。
なるほど。これが本当に恋なのかどうか、自分の気持ちを確かめなきゃならないと。
That's cautious, but if it was true love, wouldn't you be unable to think about it or stop yourself?
恋？
ああ、カズシ、いいこと言った。そうだよな。恋なんて直感だもんな。考えてするものじゃないってのは正解だと思うよ。
恋ってわけじゃ。でも直感ってのは当たってるかも。そうよね、直感か。
Love is a strange thing, isn't it? I mean, love can come in all kinds of ways. It's not just love between, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Partners, relationships like that, where it's like, you know, physical, sexual, whatever you want it. No relationship like that, essentially. And then you've got other forms of love between friends or family, which doesn't have that, obviously. So it's like it's got a variety of things. But then there's also infatuation, which is completely different from love. So what is it, Haruka? Is it just mere infatuation? Probably. Probably infatuation that might form into love. But totally infatuation. Haruka trailed off, mumbling to herself. I wonder what kind of guy she's into. It'd be nice if I could find my destined partner, my feeling.
とりあえず飯だ。俺の機嫌が悪くなってくるぞ。
まあ、もうちょっと耐えろ。
Oh yeah, we're heading down for food. Did you want to join us, Haruka?
行く行く。私もご飯行こうと思ってたから。
See, that confirms there's one of you guys she's interested in doing. It's clearly, obviously, the protagonists, but, you know, don't kill their dreams so quickly.
行くだってよ。
God
もう一度言って。
damn it, Appo.
いいけど、行く行く。
Remember the first part where they, like, had, like, random images of flowers or rabbits whenever Appo was thrown up? They should have scenes of those anytime Appo is on screen. Just like, here is some buddies to distract you from the disgusting figure on screen.
たまんねえ。
じゃあさ、9999個の次は何個だ？
Hey, you're not... Is he really gonna make her say it?
1万個？
What? She said it!
もう一回、1を抜かして。
1を？万個。
続けて！
What?
万。
What?
もっと丁寧な言い方で。
What? What? So is there a Japanese equivalent of referring to that in a kind of, you know, that kind of way?
5万。
Oh, mango? Is that what she said?
おー、すっげえよ、はるかちゃん。
はるかちゃん、君は天使だ！
The two of them were both moved to tears.
最低だな。
ねえねえ、何これ？今の何が楽しいの？
Don't think about it. Also, you should never mention it to anybody else. We'd be even more infamous if she does.
はるかちゃんってノリいいよな。ほんと最高だよ。
I'm curious now. I would highly doubt it. If it's in a kind of sexual nature like that, there's probably not in the dictionary. I'll look for it anyway. I mean, I know cat is neko, but I've never heard it said like that before. Well, I have, because I played for this before, but I couldn't remember it at all. Let's have a look, see for the words. That's probably nothing here. Nope, I'm not seeing it anywhere. Let's look at the English section. Cats. Yeah, just neck coat, doesn't really have anything else. What about kitten? Maybe there's a variation, but it's probably not the one they're doing, I don't know. Nope, kitten is just corn echo, so it's not that. And I highly doubt that pussy would be in this dictionary. I mean, it's just like, there's one thing that amused me. I've got a Welsh dictionary as well, and in the Welsh dictionary, it freaking has pornography. Not like actual pornography in it, but pornography is in the words. It's just like completely surprised me when I saw that. Also, I mentioned this before, but there is a word in the Welsh language that is literally lol, and it means nonsense, which I found kind of amusing. Yeah, don't see it in here. John Suina, not June Suina. Pure, that is what you are, Haruka, because you have not caught on to these guys' perverted sides.
俺も感動した。
そうなの？よくわかんないけど、ありがとう。
She's even thanking us. I couldn't get my mind off of Haruka's pussy. God. She's definitely not a girl who can be safely left alone.
昼飯は何だろうな。
お昼だけは食堂のおばさんが作ってくれるんだよ。普通の学食と変わらないシステム。購買もあるけど、食堂の方がいろいろあって楽しいよ。
I bet I could probably type that word into Google Translate and it would bluntly translate it as that, wouldn't it? You ever done that? It's like I remember at one point just randomly just typing in random Japanese characters because I know the alphabet and just see what would come up. And sometimes you'd get the most like kind of blunt, kind of just like whoa, that's really a word in the Japanese language kind of thing, you know. And the same with other languages, just like whoa, that was really fuck. Can't remember what language that was, but let's try it. Told you, man, it's real blunt. You could have at least had them translate just pussy like they were, as didn't need to go. Jesus Christ, man. You have issues, Google Translate. You're not supposed to be so blunt. That kind of rhymes with that. That's a word I never say in my videos. It's a forbidden word. Jesus Christ. Google Translate has a potty mouth. Sounds good. Well, that word certainly didn't. The menu was posted on the counter. Yeah, one is like, it's definitely not a word in the Japanese language that you'd use in regular conversation. Just like, whoa, 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 whoa. You can say things like kusa all you want, but you say that, you've gone too far. That is inappropriate word to use. Keep that to yourself, sir. The menu was posted on the counter.
本当だ。結構あるな。
Just as Haruka said, there was a wide variety of options. There was Western food, Chinese food, and various donburi too. No wonder it's so crowded. We could barely spot any free seats.
購買でパン買うか、ここしかないからね。休み時間でも学園の外に出るのは禁止だし、あとはお弁当を自分で作ってる子もいるけど。
Oh, I wonder if this girl sitting right here is the same girl in the class. Like when the class is in session, there's like someone in the corner that has this colored hair, but you can't really make out any other detail. I wonder if it's the same girl. spot anyone else that could potentially be in the same class. Hey, wait, she's got spiky hair. Maybe she's the mysterious spiky head person in the class. And I'm not sure if that's... I mean, it could be the same girl with that hairstyle, so maybe she's also in the class as well. Enter boxes. If I had a girlfriend, I wonder if she'd make one for me. We could eat together in the shade of a tree. Once we're done, I could fall asleep on her lap. I'll probably pass out, because it depends on how good her cooking would be. It's a must.
ねえねえ、和志くんがとっても頭悪そうな顔になっちゃってるんだけど。
Is it just me? Well, it seems very likely, but they're more further away this time. Like, it's more zoomed out on their character portraits. It's a bit more zoomed in. And even with that for Appo as well, we still can't see anything below his ginormous freaking belly. Maybe that's deliberate right there. It's like, oh, back away, Kazushi's in his own little world here.
ほっといてやって、割とポピュラーな病気だから。
流行ってるんだ。怖いね。
What's wrong? Everyone was looking at me weird.
お大事にね。
What are you talking about?
さーてと、飯。何食おっかな。
And now it's back to the regular portrait kind of view, with it not being further back.
あ、メイミッケー。
And now we're back to the further out one. Maybe it's because she's at a distance. We saw Mei sensating in the corner with a few other girls around her. Stop calling her just Mei.
メイは女子にも人気あるんだな。さすが俺の女。
俺の女ってメイちゃんが？
No, as we're going through this, it's just like I'm just like trying to like listen in on what they're saying. I mean, it's translated there, but just like in my mind, it's like, oh yeah, I recognize the words they're saying. Like Ona is woman. It's like recognizing little things like that. It's just like, yes, my learning of the language is somewhat. Well, I still can't put together sentences, so it's still a long way to go, and I barely really pay much attention to actually studying for it, you know. It's even the same with Welsh, but it's even less when it comes to Japanese. I don't even so much as do my word of the day thing anymore, because that's reserved for the Higurashi LP, which still hasn't been released for the other artists. Don't mind him, that's his imagination running rampant. It's a pretty popular disease.
ああ、みんな流行りの病気なんだね。
The disease is called being a pervert. It is a global phenomenon that scientists just cannot come to a conclusive understanding. It is believed that it affects males more than females, although some theorize that maybe it's because females are better at hiding it. But then they realize, wait, hang on a second. I don't know. Maybe they are. I was just like thinking, it's like all those like, what was it, 50 Shades of Grey and that shit, just casually reading in public kind of thing. It's like, that's porn essentially. It's like, yeah, it may be porn, but it's written porn, so it's, you know, it's better. I don't know.
俺あそこに座る。俺のメイとご飯食べる。
とりあえず飯買おうぜ。何にしよっかな。
シーフードピザに BLT サンドにシーザーサラダ。軽食っぽいメニューが目立つな。
女子校だからね。あ、もう驚愕なんだけど。
What the hell is a BLT sandwich anyway? Interruption, I have food of my own. Let's have a look for a dictionary for that. It's like, what have we got? What have I got in Japanese? Let's see here. not in here. How can you have that? There's no pie in this dictionary. How is that even possible? I kind of think of it, do Japanese people even eat pie at all? Or is it a rarity or what? Seems their kind of diet is kind of more sea-based really, which kind of makes sense. But I got, you know, pie, chips and peas. What a classic British meal. It totally is as well, just looking at a pie. It's the type of pie you'd get in a fish shop. And you know what? It's like any Yubus have this same issue when it comes to peas. They always fly all over the place. They fly off your plate and go everywhere. You just can't control them. The funny thing is, yesterday I was like checking the freezer, and what happened to fall out? A packet of peas. It's like you can't. They just love to fly. Anyway, there were a lot of items on the menu for the girls. That means balls, ramen, fried rice, and such. At the end of the menu must have been added for the guys.
俺ラーメンとカツ丼かな。
ラーメンがスープ代わりか。じゃあ俺は焼肉定食かな。
みんなすっごい食べるんだね。さすが男の子。
What
カズ
is?
シ君は何をどれだけ食べるの？
Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't finishing. What is Kazushi going for? Actually, I forgot. This dictionary actually has a menu inside of it. Just like a list of potential menu items. Where is the menu? Menu. Food and drinks. Yes, but that's not quite. Okay, here's the menu. Menu, it's also called that in Japanese as well, but kind of obviously. You got any pie by any chance around here? Any pie? No, not really. You got bacon, you got beef, breaded pork cutlet, chicken, grilled chicken on a stick, you got ham, a hamburger, you got liver, you got pork, you got sausage, you got steak. Most of these are, you know, more or less like how they'd be in English, like, you know, bacon is bacon, steak as sticky, or if you just say steak, and you know all that. But then you got pork, which is botanic, yeah. And chicken is toriniku, and you got grilled chicken on a stick, which is yakitori, and beef is yoniku. A lot of niku at the end there, kind of relevant, I suppose, to that. And tonkatsu for breaded pork cutlets. What was it? Yeah, just like notice here, it's just like the menu has a significant amount of fish compared to everything else. Like I said, very sea-based. And none of them are written in katakana, so they're all Japanese origin words. So, I doubt you have chips in here by any chance. Chips, anyone? Chips? Chips? It's like, it reminds me of this, like, I always hear, like, British people on holiday just like, got any chips or anything? Just like, oh yeah, go to a foreign country. They might not even know your language, and you just like, you have any chips? Just like, go to a fancy restaurant. Got any chips? I mean, chips go with everything, man. They really do. Chips go with anything. And it kind of, one thing that's always bugged me is that in the US, chips are usually referred to now as the potato chips, which we call crisps. It's like you'd call them fries rather than chips, but it feels wrong calling what we call chips fries, because they're, you know, they don't look like the traditional kind of skinny fries. I know, just chips. Chips go with everything. Chips with pie, chips with bacon, chips with, try to think of various meals. You could even have a salad and throw some chips there. Chips would go with anything. Probably. Maybe. I can't really think of anything that chips probably couldn't go with. But they probably are. But anyways, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.